Almost caught up here. Episode 24, Big Brother 15. Aaron nominated Helen and Alyssa, and Helen's crying to Andy, and he's totally keeping her in the dark, which is brutal, but I love it. He's supposed to be on her side, helping to fight to keep her to stay, and he also knows that Helen is a huge power player in this game, and you only have a certain amount of shots to take out these people, and I guess he's lining up to take a shot now that it's actually there. Helen, Amanda, and McCrae are making out like hardcore in the Rainbow Room, and Alyssa walks in, and she's clearly very preoccupied with all of the thoughts going through her head, and she kind of just lies down on the bed. Didn't really pay very much attention to Amanda and McCrae. They mentioned that, oh, we were just making out, by the way, and she just goes, yeah, and ignores them. It was awesome. The veto players are picked. We know who's going to be playing in the veto now. So obviously, Aaron as head of household, Helen and Alyssa as nominees. Spencer, Andy, and Gina Marie were also picked to be players in the veto. So we'll have to see where that takes us. So naturally, we have Gina Marie, the useless person. Spencer, the useless person. Andy, the guy who doesn't want to win the veto. Erin, the girl who has the most probability of actually winning the veto, because she seems to be the only one that can win competitions. And then your two nominees, Alyssa, useless, Helen, useless. Kind of seeing where this is all going to go from here. We'll find out if I'm wrong. Amanda is pressuring Andy hardcore to play for the veto to try and win it, to keep the nominees the same for that week. Andy's promising her the world. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. In the meantime, Andy doesn't even want to win the veto, let alone be playing in the competition. Complete side note, totally off topic. Hayden Moss from Big Brother 12 is gonna be on Survivor Blood vs. Water. Ah! Anyways, the veto competition comes around. It's the ever-anticipated OTEV competition. This competition is the most similar to musical chairs in the sense that every time somebody runs down to try and collect something and bring back to OTEV, there's only going to be one less spot than there are house guests. So every round, one person will be knocked out based on if they are the slowest or if they get the wrong answer. This OTEV competition, I didn't really like. I liked it when they kept him more as like a Mayan god or an Egyptian god or like some really cool, intense entity. And they made it a crying beaver this year wanting love letters. So basically, the beaver read the love letter. They had to run around the backyard, find the love letter with the house guest's name on it, and come back and present it to OTEV. This is one of my favorite competitions because usually this is the competition where people turn into beasts and pull themselves and pull their socks up and actually start playing the game. One thing I will say, I'm quite proud of the girls playing this competition. If you think back to the competition where they had to like crawl through that pit of honey, Erin was extremely concerned with keeping her hair and her face out of the honey. And in this competition, Erin and Alyssa are hauling ass. They don't care what they get dirty. They're diving into the mud. I saw Erin at one point do a complete face plant into the mud. It's in her hair. It's in Alyssa's mouth. It's everywhere. I was totally proud of these girls for actually going ahead and hauling ass in this competition. Naturally, Gina Marie is out first. Round 2 is the best round of this veto competition. Everybody is running back up to OTEV to present their love letters. Helen is about halfway up the actual ramp they need to get up to present their letter to OTEV. Alyssa finally finds her letter halfway across the backyard, hauls ass all the way across the backyard, hurdles over this log, does a complete face plant into a huge pool of water, quickly stands up, hauls ass, and flies past Helen on the hill and steals the last spot right out from under her nose. If Helen would have been any farther up the hill, she would have literally had to have pushed her out of the way to be able to get the actual stump and the place in the competition. It was awesome. Alyssa is a beast Alyssa is being a beast in this competition right now. Last round of this competition is Alyssa and Spencer. Yukon Cornelius can't move his ginger ass fast enough across the backyard, naturally, and Alyssa wins the power of veto. One thing I will say about Alyssa, she's a bitch. She might be a bitch. She's a bitch. But both times she has been backed into a corner and forced to battle her way out. She's won the veto in a clinch moment. That's pretty impressive. Credit where credit's due. Helen kind of approaches Alyssa after the veto competition and asks her if they're planning on backdooring her. Now, just to clarify for those Big Brother fans who don't understand the term, because clearly some of the house guests even don't understand the term. Blindside. When a strategic move is made and a house guest is evicted with no knowledge of it happening prior to the eviction. Blindside. Backdoor. A house guest is nominated post-veto with the intention from the beginning of evicting them. A backdoor is only a backdoor when they are not allowed to play in the veto, in the case that they either were not picked or they got banned from playing in the veto that week. It is only a backdoor if they don't play in the veto. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. Helen asks Alyssa if they're planning on blindsiding her, and Alyssa kind of knows what's going on and doesn't really give her a straight answer, and this immediately clues Helen into what's going on. Helen is not going to go down without a fight. They're talking about the wine fight from, I think it was week 2 in the kitchen, where Jeremy took that bottle of wine that they had won and basically drank it all to himself, and a few other house guests partaked as well. And they're all talking about this in the kitchen. Amanda just kind of interjects her own 2 cents and says what she said at this one part of the fight. What she had said was, if you want to know who drank the wine, go around and check people's teeth. Erin throws a hissy fit again because she feels like people are being mean to her because she's blonde and blue eyes and pretty. Don't forget racist! She really brings Big Brother back to high school, and it's pathetic that she just thinks that everybody is out to get her based on the fact that she's pretty or whatever. Your talent agencies that dropped your contract, Erin, must have had to have worked a lot of frickin' magic to make you look classy. So the veto ceremony comes about, and Alyssa naturally saves herself. Unfortunately, Erin renoms Spencer, naturally. You have no one else to pick. Why wouldn't you just pick Spencer? If you don't know who to nominate, pick Spencer. Duh. Yukon Cornelius loves the block. Check on back for episode 25. Hopefully things start picking up a little bit. Check out my Big Brother Canada audition on YouTube. CJ McKay, Big Brother Canada audition. Also, don't forget to check out the online version of Big Brother that I was playing. I was evicted week 1 on a 12-0 vote, unfortunately, but they were playing the game with past CBS house guests, and it's a really cool game. You should seriously check it out at Vivid Games. That's VIVIDGAMEZ.com /BB8. Take her easy, guys. Later.